no. Oh no, did I fuck it up? What is up, skaters? The Theory grip tape came in. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to take off the old grip tape on your skateboard, even though this is technically like not in that bad of shape. So first off, you're gonna need the original skateboard. You're gonna need a tool with a blade of some kind. A skate tool is really good. You could also use a skateboard truck with the wheels. You of course also need a screwdriver that matches the bit of the hardware that you have. So I have this drill just set up just for expediency. And then one thing that you'll need to make this job a whole lot quicker is a standard hairdryer. This is a pretty bare bones model. It's a Conair, probably $20 hair blow dryer. And this is legitimately all you need to get the old grip tape off. What you're going to do is you're going to take a razor just like this, and you are going to heat the edge of the grip tape. You'll be heating with the heat gun like this, and then you just kind of peel up and then just kind of pull back. You don't have to keep the heat running the whole time. You just run it in bursts. So what I do is I heat the edge of the grip tape, and I cut, and then I try to pull the grip tape as far as I can before it becomes too difficult. I then will take the hot air and I will reapply heat and then pull it back just a little bit more. Another thing to have prepped, if you have riser pads especially, is to have your bolts put into your riser pads, and this is specifically for applying the Theory grip tape. I'm just gonna set these aside for now, and I'll discuss why we have to use these in a little bit. We're gonna first just check the edge of the grip tape to see if we can get some purchase. Oh yeah, that's starting to come up. Okay. I mean, you're still having to put some effort into it. So this is a really good example of something to look out for. So if you see a rip like this where it there's like an edge, you want to make sure to try and get this off in one piece if you can. So what I like to do is kind of just lift this up. It's lifted back past where the tear is, and this way we can just kind of keep it in one piece and just kind of peel it off and throw it in the trash. Oh, kind of ripped there. That's okay. All right, easy as that. Grip tape gone. So now you don't need to go as far as like cleaning this or anything. It's going to be a little sticky, and some of the top layer might have come off a little bit. That's totally fine. So the next step that we're going to do is we're going to take a knife along the edge and just make sure anywhere where there's like some grip tape that's still stuck on. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of like cleaning up the areas where like it's probably really hard to see, but like right there's just like a tiny piece of grip tape that's stuck there. So you just take the blade and just kind of clean that off there. And honestly, it's not too bad. So the next step for this grip tape is I've gone ahead and punched holes where there are hole markers. So you take your riser pad with your screws in it and you put them in the deck like this. So I've got both riser pads with them there, and then you just kind of hold them so that they don't fall through. And then you have the bolts coming through the top of the deck. And the reason that you want that is because first off, we're gonna make sure that we have the hair end facing the correct way, that this is pointing up, and we're gonna line it up and just kind of get a rough idea of where the holes are, because we're gonna thread the holes on the grip tape through the bolts to make sure that everything is lined up correctly. Now this has to be kind of done in one fell swoop because number one, the deck is already sticky, and when we take this paper off, there's no turning back. Tape.
Careful, SpongeBob! Careful, SpongeBob!
Oh no. Oh no.
No! It's still good. It's still good.
Okay. Grip tape. All right, so I really messed this up. So if I can fix this, then it'll be great content. But it would also show that even you can fuck it up and it can still work. So we're going to try it one more time. Back here first. So now we've got it over the bolt holes. We're gonna try to roll it flat as smoothly as we can, even though we've really messed this up. Okay. maybe we can roll these stress marks out here. And I'll show you what I mean by that later. But this means that we should be on target to get everything accurate. Okay, so we've saved the tail. And so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of roll this out. You can see there's a lot of wrinkles here. So this is actually one reason why you can actually use a truck with a wheel. You can kind of roll those out. It might take a while, but like you can kind of get those rolled out to make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay, so we're gonna try to roll this out and down. You wanna go slow. I'm beginning to think that we might still be off. Try to get these ones in here. All right, we might have saved it. Go us. Yeah, look at that. It's kind of just rolling out. Try and get this as smooth as possible. Roll those air pockets out and also kind of help with the creases a little bit. Now, if you have a really big air bubble, you might not be able to see it on camera, but there's a bubble here. You can just take your razor and just kind of poke it in the center and it'll go away. Okay, so I've gotten this grip tape down about as good as I think I'm gonna get it after fucking it up so royally. So the next step, you can take either your truck, or what I like to use is the skate tool, and you basically just like scrape along the edge of the skateboard and that'll create a nice edge for us to cut along. You'll know you're doing it correctly when you start to see this white line developing. Now that we've got our clean lines, we're gonna take our cutting utensil, and what I like to do is you lift up the edge of the grip tape and you cut through just to make sure that it's all the way through, and then you just kind of cut along the edge. I am very bad at cutting straight lines, so it's gonna look like shit. Now that we have all the edges kind of cut off there, we're going to take some of this extra grip tape that we have and we're gonna sand it down on the edges to kind of make it look a little cleaner. All right, and there we have it. That is the grip tape on about as good as I can get it. You can see here that it kind of lines up just like Andy had it. This is the smaller wheelbase version of the deck, so it doesn't show quite as much of the flip zones as I would like, but this is the Theory grip tape for the Andy Anderson board. So obviously the next step that you have, now that you have your board grip taped, you got to do something like, there we go, get the trucks and wheels and everything on there. So I'm gonna go ahead and change and give this a spin, and I'll let you know what I think of the Theory grip tape after I ride around a little bit. So I really like this grip tape. I think having the visible lines is just like really helpful for me. And you know, I don't know if I'll get this every single time that I need grip tape, but you know, while I'm learning, especially in this stage, like it's just nice to have the visual representation on the board. I really messed up that application, and it kind of shows here at the tip where a lot of it has already rubbed away. But don't take that away as a sign of bad quality on the part of the manufacturer. That is operator error all the way. But let me know in the comments what you think about this grip tape, you guys, and let me know if you've tried out this grip tape and if it worked for you. Later, skaters.